some guy named Tim Pool. Some guy named Tim Pool gets it. He gets it. He understands that Larry Elder could win the governor's seat because of the stupid, ridiculously stupid and insane strategy that the Democratic Party is saying, vote no on the recall and then leave the second part blank. That's incredible. There's no backup strategy. You're cutting your power in half. You could vote no on the recall, and you could vote for a backup. You could vote no on the recall, and you could vote for a backup. And so what in the hell are they doing? This is going to put either A, Kevin Paffrath in the governor's chair, or Larry Elder. Either way, right-wing, conservative, capitalist. Don't expect any homes to be built for your homeless. Don't expect the unions to organize any better. Don't expect anything to fundamentally change. The oligarchs and the plutocrats will still run shit whether Kevin Paffrath or Larry Elder get into office. All right, Tim Pool, what the fuck are you saying now?
Animal trap for next to our chicken coop, because we have a fox that lurks around, and we don't want him to get in the chickens, right? So we set this trap up. Well, over time, the grass and everything grew up into it, and now have locked it in place. It grew all around it, and now you like rip it out. You see, that's what happens with these supermajorities. This is what happens in D.C. The swamp grows deep. The roots get in there thick, and then it's really hard to pull it out. So Larry Elder could get in, but, is he going to be able to effectively weed?
Another metaphor is like if you get black mold toxicity, if you breathe it in, what happens is the mold goes into your system and then it diffuses evenly throughout your entire system. So you just have small particles of mold in your entire system. It's really hard to clean out, similar of how politics...
Damn! I had no idea. Did you have any idea? Let's listen to R.M. Brown. Try to get an understanding of who this Tim Pool guy is. Tim Pool is... 35 years old, 35 years old. He's, on YouTube, so you can't just sign up. You can't just be some person off the side of the road signs up for you.
I love YouTubers, TikTokers,
all this crap.
I love this. But my favorite of all this crap is a guy named,
You go in the middle of the woods, party.
Tim Pool. I like to check in with him every once in a while, see what he's up to. He lives on a summer camp where there's no parents allowed, and he makes videos that are extremely misleading to the point of putting dingbats in danger. And here we go. And this is his latest offering, a truly bizarre video. Here we go. The landlords are striking back, filing a lawsuit against Joe Biden to end the nakedly political eviction ban, so they say.
All right, so we'll come right back to that.
538. Nate Silver calls Democratic strategy to leave Newsom recall candidate line blank self-destructive. If Newsom gets recalled, the Democrats have offered up no one? Is that what's going on? So the only option you have is a Republican? So Larry Elder's going to win?
Wow. I hadn't even thought about that scenario. That's crazy.
Well, so here's what they say. 538 founder Nate Silver said Monday, the strategy California Democrats are pursuing heading into next month's gubernatorial recall election is self-destructive, as sitting Governor Gavin Newsom faces the possibility that he could be voted out of office. The Democratic Party is encouraging Californians to vote against removing Newsom from office, but to refrain from selecting amongst the 46 replacement candidates who appear on the recall ballot. Okay, so there have got to be some Democrats. Newsom's campaign has made similar recommendations in recent weeks. On Monday, Silver responded to a tweet posted by a political reporter who suggested the strategy was self-interested. It's self-destructive more than self-interested. Pretty decent chance Newsom gets recalled. Democrats could potentially keep the seat if they urge their voters to consolidate behind an alternative Democrat, but instead they're telling them not to vote on the replacement.
Oh.
Dude, Larry Elder for governor is going to be so amazing.
That would be amazing. I want to see that in California.
Yeah.
There it is. Tim Tim Pool is laughing up a storm. Tim Pool. What's Tim Pool doing? Laughing at the Democrats' self-destructive ballot strategy. He's laughing at the Democrats' self-destructive ballot strategy for the California recall election for governor. So what we're going to do, we're going to recall Gavin Newsom. He's a Democrat, so no, you got to vote no on the recall, right? You got to keep Gavin Newsom in office. Vote no on the recall. Now, the second question is, if he is recalled, who do you want to be the governor? And the Democratic strategy, the Democratic Party, the official strategy, Gavin Newsom's strategy, vote no on the recall and leave the second part blank. Vote no on the recall and the second part. If the recall is yes, who do you want? Well, I wanted Gavin Newsom, or else. Gavin Newsom or bust. Motherfuckers, that's how Gavin Newsom fucking loyal you are. That's how doesn't make any sense. It's saying that you could vote no for the recall, but if he gets recalled, who do you want to be the next governor? And if people are filling out the bubble, that's going to get Larry Elder is going to become the goddamn governor. So this is what the progressive voice did, right? You either got your apathetic Jackson Hinkles or you got your progressive voices who's not voting the second, they're not answering the second question. And so they're going to look around. Larry Elder is going to have, 15% of the vote, and then somebody else, nobody else seems to be, seems to be a good option that the rest of the progressives can coalesce around. I do like the Dan Kapilovitz. I do like him.
You've heard what he's going to do when he keeps saying when he becomes governor is that he's just going to issue all these executive orders to just basically cancel out a lot of these Democrat policies that have gone through these super majorities unchecked that have basically bankrupted the whole state, caused so much homelessness. People can't afford to live, and he's just going to put a stop to all those policies in day one, according to him, but we'll see.
I think he'd do it.
He would do it. I don't know how effective it would be.
Yeah, that's the big risk, right? When Trump got into office, he made the mistake of thinking he could pull the trigger, and then we see clearly he was obstructed across the board. So there's a lot of the of the corruption run deep, and you a medium-sized animal trap for next to our chicken coop. Because we have a father.
That's where we came in. So Timothy Daniel Poole, born 1986, American citizen, journalist, YouTuber, podcast host, political commentator, and activist who first became known for live streaming the 2011 Occupy Wall Street protest. He joined Vice Media and Fusion TV in 2013 and 2014, respectively, later working alone on YouTube and other platforms. Timothy Daniel Poole operates 4 YouTube channels.
Now, Joe Biden enacted an illegal eviction moratorium after the long-standing moratorium had expired.
An illegal eviction moratorium.
He's already kind of wrong here.
Party.
This is a funny one because it's going to be kind of hard to see Tim Pool play the populist. A lot of these guys are like, the people. Tim Pool will do this all the time. He's like, the people. The people need to be the people and do people things. Or whatever he says to try to do fake populist stuff. I'm not sure how he's going to play that angle when he's like, landlords strike back. Landlords strike back, thank God. These people were trying to stay in their homes even though they don't have money. Time to strike back. But he says it's illegal. The problem is that this is not actually true. I'll read you something from the AP just so you could get a take on this. And it's sort of like, I think you get that Tim Pool is somebody who scammed his way into a bunch of money and now thinks he's like a Rockefeller or a Gates or something. He's like, I'm on the side of the money people. I mean, if Tim Pool's YouTube channel went down, I would not be surprised to see him working at a Best Buy in 2 or 3 weeks with the amount of money that he probably spends. But here, I'll read you this from the AP. What this does is very directly link the moratorium